This is Marina, and you are listening to High-nrg Fitness Musical Health Talk. We're at a tempo of 130 beats per minute, so I encourage you to get on up or walk or run in place to achieve musical health. Abdominal muscles in and up. Chest is high, drop the shoulders, great big smile. It's your time. I'm being joined today by Susan Korwin, whose book Positive Change. Oh, we're going to talk about it, being women and being fabulous and changing. Yeah, you got it going on. Feel the beat, people, now. Feel the beat. You got it. Come on. Move a little today, will you? Hi. The fabulous author, Susan Korwin. Positive change. Yes, Susan?
Yes, positive change is always good. That's what I say. And I'm so thrilled to be here with you today.
Thank you, my darling. You look fabulous.
Thank you. So do you.
Thank you. I'll take the compliment. I love it. How are you, Brandon?
I'm very good, very good.
The fabulous Brandon Osborn that's now lost 70 pounds with Marina.
Amazing.
Amazing.
High five.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, baby,
five.
feeling changes
High
here in the
five.
studio with Susan Korwin and Brandon Osborn.
How do you know where you should go now that you're feeling changes? How do you know where you should go now that you're feeling changes?
Oh, honey, I love it. I love the book here, Simple Strides Toward Positive Change.
Yes.
I love that, Susan. I couldn't agree more.
Yes, you know, we all lose our enthusiasm sometimes. We all lose our drive. And sometimes we need a gentle coaxing by a coach, you know, just like a coach goes out onto the field to give his team the, little
Zets.
kick in the backside.
Yeah, a little push.
That's basically what this book does. It's basically, I give tips, I give tricks, I give all kinds of inspiration for people who...
Yeah,
Exactly.
and I love the fact, the idea of small steps, the fact that you say simple strides towards positive change. So let's tell our listeners today, it's very easy that even with fitness, you can be listening to Susan and myself and Brandon Osborn and simply feel the beat of the music. We're at a tempo of 130 beats per minute. So even if you're just sitting in a chair, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. You got it. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, drop the shoulders, chest is high, abdominal muscles in and up. Drop the chin to take the tension off the back of the neck. You got it going on, people. Come on, feel the beat. Come on, feel it. Feeling changes, yeah. You got it going on. Come on, feel it, people. You got it. Come on, feel it. That's how it goes. This is Marina. Feel it, guys. Feeling changes. The book is called Positive Change. That's why I chose the song for you, Susan. You got it going on. Feeling changes. You got it.
Feeling changes. How do you know where you should go now that you're feeling changes? How do you know where you should go now that you're feeling changes?
All right, well, that's enough of that. I just love the whole thing, Susan. This is Marina, and you're listening to High-nrg Fitness Musical Health Talk, and I am here with author Susan Korwin, who has written a book called Positive Change. And we're here with Brandon Osborn also, who's lost 70 pounds and certainly has changed for the better and for the positive.
Definitely.
So you young men can also change and take a little advice from Marina and Susan Korwin today, yeah?
Totally, yeah.
Yep.
Take all the advice you can.
That's right, because she's a mommy.
Yeah.
She's a mother.
Yep, I'm a mother.
Tell us about your children.
I've been called that.
You've been called the mother. She's a mother. She can take it. She's a New Yorker. She's a mother.
I have to tell a story because
Please.
the way I actually started doing what I do was when my children were little, I always believed in dressing no matter, even if I was going to the grocery or going, that was just me. And I always took care of myself. I always exercised. And I found that whenever I would go out with my kids, go to the grocery or anywhere, I would have people say, what are you buying that you stay thin?
Yes.
And I would give people the advice, well, this is what I eat, this is what I do. What do you do? What do you do for exercise? I would tell them what I do for exercise. Then one day I came home, I said to my husband, this is a good career choice for me since I have young kids. I'll become like a lifestyle consultant, and I could just take women and I could help them, if they're having trouble. Because I would see these women that their daughters would look like head to toe coordinated with the bows, with the perfect shoes,
Yes.
and the mothers look like something the cat dragged in.
Right.
And I would say, why do these women don't they feel like they have value?
Yes.
So my goal was to take women and say, look, you have value. Let's go shopping. Let's teach you how to exercise. And that's what I did for a while.
Yes.
And I found that women, I would go with them, I'd go shopping, they constantly put themselves down.
Yes.
I'm not worth it, I'm terrible, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm never going to be able. And then I said, you know what? That's when I decided to do life coaching, because I feel like, you know what? It's the inside and the outside. It's
That's
not,
right.
you can look great from the outside, but if you're empty inside,
Right.
There's no happiness. So
Well, you know what?
have to-
That's what happens, Susan. A lot of people that I work with that are overweight, a lot of women, what happens to them is they lose their sense of self and their
That's
sense of
it.
passion,
Yes.
and then food becomes their whole world.
Exactly.
All right?
Food is the pacifier that they used to have when they were babies, and
Yes.
then food becomes the pacifier as they become adults.
Absolutely.
So they're substituting either the thumb or the pacifier,
Right. Or cigarette.
or cigarette.
Whatever the
Exactly.
case may
It's all
be.
the oral fixation,
Yes.
and it's all a substitute for
Yes.
for you know
for whatever is
for what's
empty.
missing.
Right. It's called
Exactly.
empty plate syndrome.
Exactly.
That's what we call it always. And my son
Exactly.
tells me that all the
Yes.
time. All
Yes.
right. We're now at a tempo of 132 beats per minute. So let's just feel the beat. All our listeners, you are listening to Susan Korwin in the studio today, who's written a book called Positive Change. This is Marina. You're listening to High-nrg Fitness Musical Health Talk. I'm also here with Brandon Osborn, a New York City-based actor who's lost 70 pounds now. A little applause. Let's have some applause in the studio. I like the sound effects. Feel the beat, people. You got it going on. This is 132 beats per minute. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Chest is high. Great big smile. Susan and I were also talking recently about, I launched this urban rebounding in the year 2000 with Jay Burns with QVC. And we're talking about rebounding. And this music, Susan, what I encourage people to do is that it's very easy just to get up and simply walk or bop in place.
Exactly.
And I love that you love rebounding.
Yeah, I love it, and it's so I just adore it. And I tell people all the time, you don't need to go to a gym. That's no excuse for not exercising, because you could buy this piece of equipment that is $70-something. I think I paid on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's
I'll let Jay Burns know that's how much it was. No, that's cool.
No, I think it was
Big shout out to you, Jay Burns.
No, I think it was like 89 or something like that.
Okay.
No, it was under $100.
All right, give him the buck.
Yeah.
Okay.
And exactly. And it was really the best piece of equipment. I keep it in my bedroom. I keep it folds up. I don't fold it up because I use it so much. Yeah. But it is fantastic.
Yes.
I started it about 3-4 years ago, and I have been hooked ever since. And I dance on it. I bop on it. I do my own thing. I put on the music channel on the Optimum, whatever.
Okay, so now you're going to put on High-nrg Fitness Musical
Now I'm
Health
going
Talk and
to.
listen to you.
Yeah. Well,
That's
no,
it.
I
And
definitely
listen
need to
me.
get that, because that
you go.
music is great.
There you go.
So there's no excuse, and that is a great piece of equipment. It really is.
Perfect. So this was the tempo that I did it at. I mean, 132 is how I wrote. Basic level of fitness for urban rebounding was 126 beats per minute, and then I kicked it up to 132. That was our intermediate level. All right, so feel the pacing again, and if you're just stepping or bopping in place, I'm sitting in a chair right now, and I'm just bopping up and down and fidgeting a little bit to the beat of the music. But I love the fact that you're talking about dancing, because I wrote a song called Disco Rock and Roll, and I chose it for you, Susan, because, I mean, I don't like to date anybody other than myself. I'm 53. But I always tell these youngs that they're not discovering anything, that we were at Studio 54, honey.
Oh, yes.
All right?
Exactly.
So this song is for you, and this is also at 132 beats per minute. Disco Rock and Roll. You got it. Come on, let's disco rock and roll. Oh, I'm with Susan Korwin, and she believes in movement and never stop moving. So I always say, hear the music, feel the beat, and never stop moving in your body and your life, Susan Korwin.
That's right. You never stop
Totally.
moving.
Never
And
stop moving.
It doesn't have to be giant steps. You just take little baby steps, and just do
Positive
a little bit.
change.
Do something.
Something is better than
Do
nothing.
One little thing that's positive for yourself, and don't put yourself on the back burner. You
Love it.
come first.
Love it.
Always remember that.
Love it.
You come first.
Disco rock and roll. Come on and try it. Come on, come on, come on. Disco rock and roll.
All right, well, I love that. I love this idea of something is better than nothing. Take a little step. Simple
Yes.
strides.
Exactly. Simple
Your little
strides.
phrase.
Exactly.
Totally.
Exactly. And I talk about putting yourself first.
Yes.
When you're on an airplane and they tell you when the oxygen should deploy,
Yes.
who do they tell you to put that on first?
You.
Right. You could have your kids with you. You could have your husband. but you have to put the oxygen on yourself first, and the same goes for life.
Love it.
You know, it's
Love it.
Yeah, I'm not saying to be selfish, but you have to put, you have to do stuff.
You have to get in touch with you.
Exactly.
In touch with you. You're disco diva in your
If you're
heart.
not good for yourself, you're not going to be good for anybody else.
You got it going on. Because that's the point too, Susan. I love that you talk about that. You can just jump up and down on a rebounder or bop in place. I mean, right now we're in the chair and Susan's moving and boogieing and moving her hands.
Yeah.
Brandon, are you moving?
Totally.
Totally,
It's really
you're going.
pretty.
I know. It's a pretty thing. I'm going to get you dancing. I'm going to get you doing a triple pirouette.
Let's
do that in a tutu.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yes.
See, people would buy
that would
tickets
be
for
that would be great.
I
Yes.
think they'd watch that.
Yeah.
Holding my dog, Penny.
I like it. She's
What do you
biting
think?
and everything.
Yeah, totally. She'll bite. Well, that burns calories. Maybe she'll bite off a piece of, chubbo or something. You don't have a lot of chubbo left. You're almost there. You're getting there.
You are, yeah.
You look really good. Disco rock and roll.
I didn't see you before.
All right. Well, that's enough of that. Feeling the beat, hearing the music, feeling the beat, never stop moving in our body and our life. So, Susan, balancing homework, family. Tell us how old the children are.
Oh, my children are grown. My son is 28. My three sons, 28, 26, and 21.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they're all, one is in California, one is in University of Pennsylvania Dental School, following in my husband's footsteps.
Fabulous.
And my youngest is at Northeastern. He's graduating few months.
Mazel tov. So
Yes,
you're getting
yes.
your Jewish doctor.
Well, I married the Jewish doctor.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Oh, you did good.
I don't care. I was never, I never really cared about that anyway.
No, but it's
I
good.
just always said, do what your passion, do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And, because if you're not happy, you're not going to do it well.
That's
So-
right. I love that. It's very true. I mean, I got
Like
one.
I was just going to say, I could see you emanate happiness
Yes.
and vitality because you're doing what
Enjoy
you're
it.
passionate about.
Passionate,
And
always.
you're extremely lucky because not everybody could do this.
Yes.
So you really are very blessed. And-
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Going for your goals.
Yes.
Keeping in touch with
Exactly.
you. I used to tell my
Exactly.
friends, my son's about to graduate law school here in New York.
Okay, good. So you
All
got
right?
your lawyer.
So I say mazel tov to myself here.
Right.
But the bottom line is that a lot of people lose what their passion is
Yes,
in life, women.
exactly.
And I used to tell a lot of my friends that were married to lawyers when the kids were little
Right.
to put a G-string on. Because,
Exactly.
get in touch with yourself again, with your
Exactly.
female sexuality.
Exactly.
Yeah?
That's
So true.
true. That's true.
So true. All right,
Yeah.
guys, we are now at a tempo of 135 beats per minute, abdominal muscles in and up. Again, I'm here with Susan Korwin, her book, Positive Change. Yeah, Positive Change. Abdominal muscles are in to protect our lower back, keeping our core tight. So very simply, you can be sitting in a chair doing this anytime. And I always tell people, Susan, that even the simple movement of touch around a little bit.
Yes.
Just feel around, like get a
Exactly.
sense of your body a little
Exactly.
bit. Yeah.
There are some people that have no sense of their body whatsoever. I'm very in touch with my body.
Yes.
I'm like every little twitch, I'm aware.
Well, you're a
of.
thin person. You're very thin. I'm not sure I trust you now either because she's very thin person. I always give the visual in the studio. Very thin and fabulous. Totally.
No, but it's true. I've always been that way, even as a kid. I mean, if I had the slightest something, I was, oh wait, this isn't right. This was never here before. Whereas some people just nothing,
Yes.
they don't even notice things for. They can have a headache, they wouldn't notice.
Right.
So everybody is different that way.
Everybody is
but people
different.
really should be in touch because it's if not only for obvious reasons, but also what if something's wrong and you have to always notice
That's right.
what's going on. So
That's right. That's
yeah.
right. Go through life putting a little bounce in your step,
Yes.
and that's the name of our song. I
Bounce
always
in
have
your
a
step.
segue, and we are at a tempo of 136 beats per minute. And I think this is apropos because you like this rebounding thing.
Yes.
So feel the beat, Susan.
Yes, I
In
am.
your step, help one another along, and you'll feel the power. All right, again. So the song is called "Put a Little Bounce in Your Step" at 136 beats per minute because it's so true to go through life and feel bouncy, feel good about you, feel motivated about you. It starts with you, yeah? If you can't help yourself, you can't help anybody else. And I love this comparison that Susan Korwin has made about putting on your own air mask on an airplane before you help somebody else. So the song is called "Put a Little Bounce in Your Step" today. This is Marina. This is High-nrg Fitness Musical Health Talk.
Put a little bounce in your step, and every day you will get just a
little bit stronger.
Put a little bounce in your step. Help one another along. And you'll feel the power. Put a little bounce in your step. And every day you will get just a little bit stronger. Put a little bounce in your step. Help one another along. And you'll feel the power.
Because Susan came to my attention through Gina Scarda.
Who is a doll.
Gina Scarda,
I
who's
just
delicious.
love her.
We
I
love
love
her.
her.
She lost 30 pounds with me.
I
She
know.
was
When I
fabulous.
first met her, I had no idea. I think it was about the 5th time I met her when we were together. She mentioned to me, I said, I can't believe it. I had no clue.
Yes, and she was a cop, a New
She
York
was
City
a cop. Yeah, she's amazing.
She's fearless.
Yeah,
She's
she's
fearless. We
really-
love her.
Yeah.
Gina Scarda, you love her too.
Yeah, she's great.
And what a sense of humor, and she's
Fabulous.
just warm and giving. She's just
Wonderful.
one of these wonderful people, you know.
You're listening to Marina, Brandon Osborn, Susan Korwin, and we're going to work out in our second segment. We're going to do some boxing and body conditioning in the chair. You ready to go, guys?
Yes.
Ready.
You got it going on.
Count me in.
Feel the beat, baby.
Put a little bounce in your step. And every day you will get just a little bit stronger. Put a little bounce in your step. Help one another along. And you'll feel the power.
This is Marina. We'll be back.